Do what thou wilt shall be the whole of the law. Welcome to tonight's presentation of the Mass of Nuit and Babalon, hosted under the auspices of Leaping Laughter OTO in Minneapolis, Minnesota. I am Scott Stenwick, your host for this ritual and for these ritual night events that we hold every Tuesday. So, the Mass of Nuit and Babalon. To talk a little bit about the concept behind this ritual, okay? So in the Thelemic system, we have Nuit and Hadit, and we also have Babalon and Therion. Nuit is the principle of continuity, continuous existence. Hadit is every point that exists, every subject, every object within that continuity of existence. So, Babalon and Therion, then, are the personifications of infinite space, and Hadit, the individual spark of consciousness, the magician and the exorcist, and so forth. Now, the key to the mystery of Babalon is understanding the formula that Crowley called 0 = 2, which is a fundamental formula in Thelema. And Crowley also writes, monism is like the most ridiculous philosophy ever. The real dynamic is 0 = 2. And that's kind of interesting. And, you look at New Age perspectives and stuff like that. You find, this all is one kind of idea when they're talking about the totality of existence. And it sounds similar, but in Thelema, we talk about it as 0 = 2. And here is why, okay? Or at least, here is my opinion as to why, which I do not necessarily say this is the truth. So, caveat there. So, if we apprehend that the universe is a single continuous manifestation of consciousness, matter, information, everything else that is here, to say that all is one is not, because it still implies the existence of the you, an outside observer, looking at this and saying, all this is one, okay? Well, the you has to be part of that which is being apprehended as well, right? So if you are truly addressing the universe as a continuous phenomenon, it is necessary to understand that that continuity really can only be represented as the not, that which does not exist as a thing which would be separate from something else because it is truly continuous. 2, on the other hand, is the divided state of the universe in which we normally experience on a day-to-day basis. So what's going on is, we talk to other people, we go about our day, we interact with objects and so forth. This is all part of the 2 side of the equation, the division, okay? I will also point out that it was not clearly understood when the Book of the Law was received and Crowley was writing this stuff up, how the nature of the quantum universe actually operates. And in fact, in a quantum vacuum, what you see in physics is, out of nothing emerges a full and antiparticle pair. And then what happens? Well, they annihilate each other and go back to the nothing. And that is the fundamental structure of the cosmos. That's the thing that gives birth to stars. It makes everything that we experience work the way it does. And if that didn't happen, the physical universe would be nothing like we experience it. So that is pretty awesome. 0 = 2. Back to 0. It's an oscillation between the nothing and the 2. 0 = 2. Okay? And if that sounds confusing, which it might, I recommend that you meditate on that idea, because I did, and the subsequent realization related to that was not disappointing, and I don't think it'll disappoint you either. But so what we're doing here, the Mass of Nuit and Babalon, okay, so Nuit says, related to the 0 = 2 formula in the Gnostic Mass. Crowley writes, O Nuit, continuous one of heaven, let men speak of thee as one, but as none, and let them not speak of thee at all, since thou art continuous. And man, I haven't done the Mass in too long, and I fumbled that. I think that wasn't word for word perfect. But anyway, the point is that continuity is not one, it is the not. And so similarly with draining the blood into the cup of Babalon, this is related to the mysteries of the abyss and the master of the temple, which you could read about in Libra Cap, which is attributed to the Chariot card and also to the sign Cancer. And we are currently in the thelemic year attributed to the Chariot card as well. So that's kind of auspicious. And so you read through this, and when you get it, it's another one of these realization things. When you understand that the you has to apprehend the continuity of the not, then it makes sense. All these will come to you. It's like all these will come unto thou when thou art no longer thou, I think is the wording. Okay. And that's it. That when thou art no longer thou is when thou hath apprehended the not. Okay. And so what this ritual is a dramatization based on the symbolism of Babylon that is a Eucharistic ritual dedicated to achieving that realization. And through that realization, essentially crowning your magical and spiritual practice. This is not a ritual you're going to, oh, I did it once, I'm enlightened or something like that. No, it's not like that. But it is a Eucharistic ritual that is designed to stir you toward that apprehension and awaken it within you. Especially if it's done repeatedly, as we've done it for many years, usually a little bit after the summer solstice, because it is dedicated to the sign Cancer, Cath, Libra Cath, the Chariot. Okay, so with that, getting into the ritual itself. Okay, so if you look, I have the ritual script linked along with the donation link. Donations are always appreciated. I'm going to say that this one time, though. I sometimes say it a couple of times in the ritual night talks. So the script you can follow along with, but you don't necessarily have to. I will give you some guidance and some instruction for some of the visualizations and so forth that we're going to be doing. This does involve some kind of complicated visualizations. There is a visualization that it's a 7-pointed star arising from a purple disc with lion serpents, and I have that right here. So this realization of the 7-pointed star rising out of the disc surrounded by lion serpents, this is the diagram behind me, and I will indicate this when this is what we're visualizing. Okay. The other thing is you will want to have a cup, just like with the elixir rituals. This is similar style sort of ritual as what we do with the elixirs. So that elixir is going to become a Eucharist, and you are going to visualize the power of yourself arising as your holy guardian angel. And don't worry about that. It's like if you haven't done the knowledge and conversation, you don't know what that is. Think of it this way. If I were arising as my holy guardian angel would look like, and go with that visualization. And trust me, it works. It's like the fake it till you make it approach to visualization, and it's really effective. Okay. So you're going to do that, and we're going to visualize light of different colors, like condensing into the cup. I'm going to be doing a chant that is in Enochian. As that happens, we're going to have energy pouring down into the cup, and I'll explain to you this at all these different points. What you want to do for right now is you want to hold your cup and just hold it and kind of focus on it as we go through the ritual. Okay, and so there's going to be a point then where we're going to drink from the cup, and we're not going to entirely drain the cup because the remainder is going to be offered to Babylon. And then I'll let you know what to do with that at the end of the rite. So with that, I think I'm going to get going here. Make sure that you have your cup. Can be wine, juice, water, any liquid. And beyond that, I will give you some cues to the visualizations as they happen. But I am going to go ahead and get started. Thank you all very much for being here. And thank you all for joining us in the Mass of Nuit and Babalon. Abopantos kakadamenos. Soy ofare. Ishuros Ekaristos. There we go. Eopan, 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 eopan. Promo Junges, the people who Talatarkai, Apodexi Sudoki, Zapatastella Daimones. The gay gar, Perbo Host, the Todd Pedicaya, Testele Host, the Todd Haxosteki. Sorry, Ophale, Ishuros, Zacharistos, Apopantos, Kakodamenos. We take refuge in Nuit. May we, with all sentient beings, embody the great work and aspire to the unsurpassable intention, consecrating our lives unto the blue-lidded daughter of sunset, the naked brilliance of the voluptuous night sky. We take refuge in Hadit. May we, with all sentient beings, embrace the riches of the law of Thelema and come to know and fulfill our true will, making our wisdom wide and deep as the sea. We take refuge in Heru Raha. May we, with all sentient beings, attain the supreme realization and lead the life which abideth in light, that we may truly lead the multitude to freedom from all hindrances, that the empire of light and the reign of harmony of the crowned and conquering child may be manifest here on earth. The word of the law is Thelema. Every man and every woman is a star. Make of yourself a light. Let all be a lamp unto oneself, spreading light in the darkness, even as the rays of the sun shine brilliantly and indiscriminately on all. In light, may all sentient beings, boundless as the sky, come to know and fulfill their true will. In life, may they have happiness and the causes of happiness. In liberty, may they be liberated from suffering and the causes of suffering. In love, may they never be separated from the happiness which is free from sorrow. With the law which informs these all, may they rest in equanimity, free from attachment and aversion. Pater et Mater unus Deo Salorita. Mater et Filius unus Deo Salorita. Filio et Filia unus Deo Salorita. Filia et Pater unus Deo Salorita. Ararita, ararita, ararita. Omni in duo in unum unison nihil, hec nec quatuornic omniac duo nec unus ic nihil sunt. Gloria Patri et Matri et Filius et Filia et Spiritui Sancto interno et Spiritui Sancto externo, ut erat est read in seculo seculorum, sex ad nomen septem in uno, ararita. Now I begin to pray, thou child, holy thy name and undefiled. Thy reign is come, thy will is done. Here is the bread, here is the blood. Bring me through midnight to the sun. Save me from evil and from good, that thy one crown of all the 10, even now and here be mine. Amen. Above the gemmed azure is the naked splendor of Nuit. The sun is gone, the evening deepens, and once again we glimpse her lithe body arched for love. O azure-lidded woman, bend upon us. Accept our offerings of praise, and these small lights a token of your greater beauty. O Nuit, the starry one, arise, and set the starlight in my skies. The law is for all. In the name of Nuit, Queen of Heaven, in light, life, love, and liberty, peace to all on whom this name reposes, blessing and worship to the lovely star. We honor her bidding of mindfulness, ever to me. So mote it be. Let us recite the invocation of Nuit, he who is infinite space, she who is infinite space and the infinite stars thereof. Let our prayers arise, O Lady, like incense before you. Let the evening sacrifice be the raising of our hands. Mother of the sun, whose body is white with the milk of the stars, bend upon thy servants and impart unto us the secret kiss. Enkindle within us the holy ecstasy thou hast promised unto them that love thee, the ecstasy which redeemeth from all pain. Hast thou not proclaimed all the sorrows are but shadows, they pass and are done, but there is that which remains? That the universe is pure joy, that thou givest unimaginable joys on earth, that thou demandest not in sacrifice. Let me then rejoice, for therein I may serve thee most fully. Let it be thy joy to see my joy, even as thou hast promised in thy holy book. Now, therefore, I am joyful in thy love. Om. The great protectress cometh to me, and as soon as she bestowed her protection upon me, I shall move, for she hath given me my head, she hath brought me my bones, she hath collected my flesh, she hath brought me my heart in my body. Nuit the Great has thrown back her cloak and extended her arms in welcome for me. May I ascend and lift myself to the sky as a great star in the midst of the east. O thou burning tempest of blinding sand, thou whirlwind from the depths of darkness, yea, as I struggle through thee, my strength is but a dove's down, floating forth on the purple nipples of the storm. O my goddess, thou mighty one, thou creator of all things, I renounce unto thee the ceaseless booming of the waves and the fury of the storms and all the turmoil of the wind-swept waters, so that I may drink of the porphyrian foam of thy lips and be consumed in the unutterable joy of thine everlasting rapture. O thou 10-footed soldier of blue ocean, whose castle is built upon the sands of life and death, I swear to thee by the glittering blades of the waters to cleave my way within thine armed hermitage and brood as an eyeless corpse beneath the coffin lid of the mighty sea. O thou sovereign warrior of steel-girt valor, whose scimitar is as a flame between day and night, whose helm is crested with the wings of the abyss, I know thee, O thou four-eyed guardian of heaven, who kindleth to aflame the hearts of the downcast, and girdeth about with fire the loins of the unarmed. O glory be to thee, O goddess, my goddess, for I behold thee in the lotus flower within my heart. Thou hast emblazoned my trumpet with the lion's standard, so that I may blare forth the glory of thy name. O thou mighty goddess, make me as an emerald crab that crawleth over the wet sands of the seashore. I beseech thee, O thou great goddess, that I may write thy name across the shores of time and sink amongst the white atoms of thy being. O thou goddess, my goddess. O thou thirsty charioteer of time, whose cup is the hollow night filled with the foam of the vintage of day, drench me in the shower of thy passion, oh, that I may pant in thine arms as a tongue of lightning on the purple bosom of night. O thou goddess of the nothingness of all things, thou who art neither the forge of eternity nor the thunder-throated womb of chaos, O thou who art not found in the hissing of the hailstones nor in the rioting of the equinoctial storm, I deny thee by the powers of mine understanding. Bring me to the unity of thy might, and feast me on honeyed manna of thine all-pervading nothingness. For thou art all and none of these in the fullness of thy not being. Ah, but I rejoice in thee, O thou, my goddess, thou coruscating star point of endlessness, thou inundating fire of the void, thou moonbeam cup of eternal life. Yea, as I rejoice in thee, thou fire-sandaled warrior of steel, O thou bloody dew of the field of slaughter and death, I rejoice, yea, I shout with gladness, till the music of my throat smiteth the hills, as a crescent moon waketh, a nightly field of sleeping comets, at the glory and splendor of thy name. O my goddess, fondle me with kisses and be merciful unto me as I humble myself before thee. For all my desires are as dewdrops that are sucked from silver lilies by the throat of a young goddess. O woe unto me, my goddess, woe unto me, for all the passion of my love is mazed as the bewildered eyes of a youth who should wake to find his beloved fled away. Yet in the crumpled couch of lust do I behold as an imprint the sigil of thy name. Oh, what art thou, O goddess, my goddess, thou amber-scaled one, whose eyes are set on columns? O thou sightless seer of all things, thou spearless warrior who urges on thy steeds and blindest the outer edge of darkness with thy glory. Oh, how can I grasp the whirling wheels of thy splendor, and yet be not smitten unto death by the hurtling fury of the chariot? O thou unity of all things, as the sun that rolleth through the 12 mansions of the skies, so art thou, O goddess, my goddess. I cannot slay thee, for thou art everywhere. Lo, though I lick up the boundless light, the boundless and the not, there still shall I find thee, thou unity of unities, thou oneness, O thou perfect nothingness of bliss. I am the daughter of fortitude and ravished every hour from my youth. For behold, I am understanding, and science dwelleth in me, and the heavens oppress me. They cover and desire me with infinite appetite, for none that are earthly have embraced me, for I am shadowed with the circle of stars and covered with the morning clouds. My feet are swifter than the winds, and my hands are sweeter than the morning dew. My garments are from the beginning, and my dwelling place is in myself. The lion knoweth not where I walk, neither do the beasts of the fields understand me. I am deflowered, yet a virgin. I sanctify, and am not sanctified. Happy is he that embraceth me, for in the night season I am sweet, and in the day full of pleasure. My company is a harmony of many symbols, and my lips sweeter than health itself. I am a harlot for such as ravish me, and a virgin with such as know me not. For lo, I am loved of many, and I am a lover to many, and as many as come unto me as they should do, have entertainment. Madriact des prof arn cahis Micaol sanir caosco odficis balziras jaida non cagolim Mikma adoian madia od bliorb soba o awana cahis luciftios peripsal des abra assa non kefnitaib caosco od hilb adfat damplos to oat non kef gemicals omlrazd Toffglo mar biyari idoigo od torzulp iau daf gohol kaoski taba ord saanir od christiers erpuil tiobul buz dir tilb noaln paid orzba od daughtermni zilna elzap tilb palmgi perepsax od ta kurosta bo apis lenimb okosimp od Christios ag tol torn mirk, kutiobo lel, tol palmd, dilsmo aspian, od Christios ag la tol torn, parak asimp cordziz dod pal, od fifals lesmad, od faragt, bams amoas, conisabra, od abavox, Tonug orska tilb noaz mitabgis levithmam unki ol tilb orz baagle moa ol kordziz la kapimao ikso maxip od ka kapimao gosaa baglen pi tianta a babalon od faorg de telakvovim medriax torzu o adriax oroka abo apri Tabaori priaz ar, tabaori, adrapan korsta dobix, yolkam priazi, az koazior, od quaz pting, rapir paox sagakor, omel od perdzar kakar gawi veai kormt, torzu zakar od zamran aspi, sidsi, butmona, desurzas tiaba tan, odo kikle kwaa, Ozazma plapli iadnamad. O you heavens which dwell in the second aether, which are mighty in the parts of the earth, and which execute the judgment to the highest. To you it is said, behold the face of your God, the beginning of comfort, whose eyes are the brightness of the heavens, who provided you for the government of the earth and her unspeakable variety, furnishing you with a power of understanding, to dispose all things according to the providences of him that sits on the holy throne, and who rose up in the beginning, saying, the earth, let her be governed by her parts, and let there be division in her, that the glory of her may be always drunken and vexed in itself. The course of her let it run with the heavens, and as a handmaid let her serve them. One season let it confound another, and let there be no creature upon or within her the same. All her members let them differ in their qualities, and let there be no one creature equal with another. The reasonable creatures of the earth let them vex and weed out one another, and the dwelling places let them forget their names. The works of man and his pomp let them be defaced. The buildings of her let they become caves for the beasts of the fields. Confound the understanding of her with darkness. Why? I regret that I made man. One while let her be known, and another while a stranger, because she is the bed of a harlot in the dwelling place of him that is fallen. O you heavens, arise, the lower heavens underneath you, let them serve you. Govern those that govern, cast down such as fall. Bring forth with those that increase, and destroy the rotten. No place, let it remain in one number. Add and diminish until the stars be numbered. Arise, move, and appear before the covenant of his mouth, which he has sworn unto us in his justice. Open the mysteries of your creation, and make us partakers of undefiled knowledge. Arise, remove your earth, shake off your dust, raise yourself, that you may travel in company with spirits. For your wings are those of a falcon, your gleam is that of a star. You shall go as a free man into the house of Circe, not bound by the fetters of night. Now we're going to begin the visualization portion. So again, you will be arising as your holy guardian angel. You don't know what your holy guardian angel looks like? That's okay. Think if I were arising as my holy guardian angel, it would look like, and go with that visualization. Okay? And so you are going to be seeing a description of this, which is a 7-pointed star rising out of the ocean on a purple disc with lion serpents. And then that will transform into Our Lady Babylon, a beautiful naked goddess, head thrown back, holding the cup containing the blood of the saints. If you envision the lust card from the Thoth Tarot, that is a pretty accurate visualization for what we will be doing here. Instantly, I arise as my holy guardian angel. In the space before me, the infinite night sky, filled with the milk of the stars of the body of Nuit, transforms into the deep blue of an endless ocean, the source of life and seed of the mystery of my soul. Arising from the sea of life, a brilliant 7-pointed star appears. The star rests on a luminous purple disk, which is supported by great solar lion serpents. Instantly, the star transforms into Our Lady Babylon. She is in the form of an exceedingly beautiful naked goddess, head thrown back, holding a chalice filled with the blood of the saints. Brilliant light emanates from her form, filling all of infinite space with blessing and power. Babylon, Babylon, Babylon. Move, therefore, and show yourself. Open the mysteries of your creation. Zakare ka'od zamran, odo kikle kwa'a. Now we're going to repeat that as a chant. And as we repeat Zakare ka'od zamran, odo kikle kwa'a as a chant, remaining is the HGA. You're going to visualize a pointed star in your heart. And you're going to keep that visualization of Babylon that's out here in front of you. And what's going to happen is, as we do the chant, the light is going to move between you and Babylon, creating this cycle of energy, connecting you with the infinite. That is the embodiment of the not. Zakare ka'od zamran, odo kikle kwa'a. 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 Ka'od zamran, odo kikle kwa'a. Zakare 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 ka'od zamran, Oro kikre kwa sakare ka odzamran. 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 Oro kikre kwa sakare sakare ka odzamran. Oro kikre kwa sakare ka odzamran. Oro kikre kwa sakare ka odzamran. Oro kikre kwa sakare ka odzamran. Oro kikre kwa. Let the divine light descend. Abrahadabra. And now what you're going to visualize is the image of Babylon that is in front of you, dissolving into red, blue, and gold light, being absorbed into your cup as the Eucharist. By offering all into the cup of Babylon, both human beings and non-human spirits will be gathered under our power. Our dominion and prosperity will increase, and local deities and guardian spirits will heed us as if they were our servants. Our spiritual precepts will be completely purified, and our wisdom will radiate into every area. The dangers due to unfavorable planets and stars, unlucky days, enemies, and thieves will no longer threaten us. Good fortune and well-being will increase everywhere, at home and abroad. Yea, verily, this is the truth, this is the truth, this is the truth. Unto thee shall be granted joy and health and wealth and wisdom when thou art no longer thou. Now, we're going to take the cup, and you're going to take a drink from the cup, and you're going to leave a small amount left in the cup for an offering at the end of the rite. Let this rite be of benefit to all and to all who practice it. May it be sealed with that bornless spirit that is about it like a thunderbolt and a pylon and a snake and a phallus, and is in the midst thereof like the woman that jetteth out the milk of the stars from her paps. Amrahadamra Makashana. May the benefit of this act and all acts be dedicated unto the complete liberation and supreme enlightenment of all beings everywhere, pervading space and time, so mote it be. May the benefits of practice, ours and others, come to fruition ultimately and immediately, and we remain in a state of presence. O boundless ecstasy of the not who gathereth the blood of the saints into thy cup, with all the sons and daughters of thy limitless body, we honor and love her that is above us and within us. May her essence be here mighty, mystical, mysterious, and maternal to manifest our joy. Hagia Thea, Hagia Kai Ishira, Hagia Kai Athanatos, Kyrie Apiron. Do what thou wilt shall be the whole of the law. Love is the law, love under will. The law is for all, this holy rite is ended, let us depart in peace. I will live as the course of a star that blazeth forever among the joyous company of heaven. May Babylon bless you. May Nuit enlighten your minds, comfort your hearts, and sustain your bodies. May the great goddess bring you to the accomplishment of your true wills, the great work, the summum bonum, and to her realm of infinite possibilities, which is indeed true wisdom and perfect happiness. Unto Nuit, Babylon, be the glory, in the end and the beginning, yea, in the end and the beginning. The Mass of Nuit and Babalon is now ended. As for your offering, for the moment, I'm going to take mine and set it on the altar behind me. But this is an offering that you should pour out somewhere in nature, in that realm of infinite possibilities, rather than like the elixir rites, which we sometimes leave to evaporate on the altar there. So I will be placing it here for the moment. And then I will be pouring it outside as an offering once the rite is concluded, and you can do the same with your own offering. So thank you all for being here. I appreciate you watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the ritual, found it edifying and interesting. And so next Tuesday is going to be the Cancer Elixir. You're going to see a few things like what you saw here. The Liber 963 that we use for the Cancer Elixir is similar to the one we have here. But that will be for Cancer proper, the power of casting enchantments, which is a fantastic power. You can call things into your sphere of existence, whatever that thing may be, by the power of magnetizing energy. So that's a good one. Be here next week for that, and we will see you then. Otherwise, have a great rest of the evening, and thank you very much for being here and joining with us in our Mass of Nuit and Babalon. Love is the law, love under will.